Hello, and welcome to another Rangaroo cast, me Rangaroo, and today we are doing a 1v run on once again Punjing Valleys. Is really starting to become the flavour of the month. So anyway, on the right hand side in red, playing as red 4, we got Nickdaman, and on left hand side in red, playing as true red 4, we got Stealth17. So, as usual, we're going to speed the game up and get things going. I believe both sides are playing Red Dragon, which is definitely an interesting choice. I haven't really seen Red Dragon being played in an awful while. Actually a pretty good deck. Val showed me Red Dragon Armored, which is actually pretty damn good. Especially with the improved, well, Igla buses now, I guess. And T62Ds are flipping fantastic. If I can just get the information card on them up. If I actually zoom in, maybe I can do it. What button did I leave it as? Oh, whatever. Just do it the old-fashioned way. It's a little bit awkward. But yeah, it's pretty damn good for 25 points. It's kind of replacing Foyo's fire support vehicles, but you know, it gets the job done. It's very good for spamming. But anyway, makes 9 flying around. I think he managed to shoot down a helicopter. That's really it, and rather standard spread. We've got quite a lot going into Bravo for Nickdaman, and really not that much into Fox, so I'm guessing he's just going to try and hold on to the right hand side of town instead of trying to rush into Factory, which is usually, I'd say, the better idea to do if you start on the right hand side. Rush into Factory, defend Delta, and defend just part of Bravo. And pretty damn good a show from Stealth17, going straight for the forest here. Trying to get completely into Bravo. Very good way of doing so. And this is where both sides are going to clash. You do have a T90S here, which is going to be a rather nasty bastard to deal with. They've got two CTs here, or Z, whatever you call them. And this is a rather close range battle, so it's really going to come down to who can shoot who first. And yeah, there's lots of bang bang and pew pew going on. Seems like Nickdaman's infantry is doing a better job. We've got more bong shoes being brought in. The town being rather unoccupied, just two Lee Wren squads having a time of their life, doing absolutely nothing. And it's T90S coming in with a fast support. Strela buses are, or Igla buses are going to help out too. And then Nick has got this in the bag. Yeah, J87 coming in, going to be finishing them off for a bombing run. That's in, yep, and boom. Lots of damage. And that was a bloody good counter assault from Nickdaman. We've got another J87 being brought up. Dropping in the bombs, and that's going to hit the Iglas. And the J7 does get shot down though. It doesn't have to do that much damage. Now it's going to be the ZT-Zeds and T90 now. In the close range engagement, the ZT-Zeds should win because it is 2 versus 1. But one of them does move up ahead of the other, giving the T90S time to reload. So, oof. Just that little bit of micro is going to kill Stealth's chance of killing the T90. And yeah, bloody super heavy tank wins again. Also, the sky is blue. And Nick is in a pretty bloody good position. He pretty much has Foxtrot mostly under his control. Neither side actually sent anything to the factory, which is a rather big misstep, I have to say. He has Bravo under control, and Delta's a rather decent force. And this is going to be about playing the flanks. He could actually go to a full assault into Bravo. It's a very advantageous position to attack right now because there's nothing there, but of course he can't see that, we do, because we have the godly eye of the spectator or replay mode. The WZ being forced to fall back, and he could try doing an assault into the middle, but it's never really a good idea, especially from Nick's side. And then just a little bit of engagement back and forth. T62's being moved up. Getting blown up by RPG show. Yeah, the Bongshoes and the Wrens moving into different positions as the 62G comes up. bombing run there from the JH7. Yeah, so this is going pretty well for Nickdaman. The problem with, I always say this every time, is the open ground area. If you can at least hold on to this little town, little forest area here, you can always easily put an infantry CV in this sector and just gain a very nice +2 point advantage. And he does have tank advantage, and that's the big thing for holding this open ground, is having the tanks to stop our enemy tanks from shooting your infantry. You've got 2 ZT-Z59s being brought up. Unit haven't... Is this what I think it is? It's... yeah. Oh, it's just a T-62 with brass armor. Huh. And yeah, we just got an engagement in the middle as the 62Gs forced to fall back as the 59s do have a close range advantage. Also, it's a rather lightly armed vehicle. Wongzhus are hitting up the 59s, forcing them to fall back. Some good old RPG 7 shots. And wait, what is this back here? We got a WZ55 run, managing to get around the flank here, and he's gonna kill a CV. Oh god, he's gonna say hello, and drive by, absolute drive by, and that's gonna be great for Stealth, giving a quick +2 point advantage, forcing Nick to get an MI25 because he's going to buy enough CVs. So that's 160, 170 points wasted just to defend his back end. That is, it doesn't sound like a lot, but that's the price of a super heavy tank roughly, which is quite a bit of money. And if we look at it in terms of time, you get 7 points every like 5 seconds. It's roughly, bloody hell, I forgot the calculation. Like 70, 80, it's like 82 odd points a minute you get in Wargame. So that's roughly 2 minutes of points that he just lost. Which is not good, especially when you only have a 40-minute match. I mean, that comes down to bloody, trying to do math again, I'm not exactly best, like 5% of your points you can earn in a match, but it doesn't also include the points that you get at the start. It's a theory. I'm gonna leave that at yo, as we've got JH7 being brought in, doing an ATGM run. The Tronomite is still alive. Yeah, Bravo's under control, Foxtrot's pretty much under control. But Stealth, he is getting that point advantage. And we've got CV being brought up. This time a tank CV, definitely a good move, seeing what happened last time. Now, I do got Lily Wren also moving around to flank. He's probably not going to kill the enemy CV, considering that it is covered by a little bit of a bodyguard force. Best he could do is try to plant it maybe in this forest, try to see units coming up, get an early air warning on enemy planes. And a MiG-29 intercepting the Q5D, and yeah, shoots it down easy peasy like. Very good kill. We've got a J7H going into intercept, same MiG-29. The other plane doesn't manage to get out, it seems. I want to speed things up a bit more, because this has been a rather slow match. You know, this kind of happens a bit on Punjing Valley. It's a very hard map to do a big attack on. You really just have to hold on to your small gains that you get. Just like World War I, pretty much. J7 dropping in the bombs. And we got more infantry being brought up from Stealth, some Shanxis, some BMP-1 support. Shooting down that plane, very good job. You got JH7, always gets too confused. This is ATGM, this is Cheap Bomber, and that's a MiG-29. There we got bombs and ATGM sitting in the middle. chances are a little bit low on guys. So it does seem like Stealth will get into the town and retake his middle advantage. And Stealth now, even though Delta's been recaptured, has gained a nice +1 on holding Bravo. That's really going to force Nickdaman to play CV onto Foxtrot or Bravo if he wants. But the thing is, if Nickdaman does get a CV on Bravo and a CV on Foxtrot, he will be gaining a +1 point advantage, and he really needs that right now, because he's losing a lot of points. So yeah, really Nickdaman does have map advantage, but he's not taking advantage of that. Yo, oh, that's a bit risky. He's trying to get CV into Alpha, not the best idea right now. I mean, it's very advantageous if he can do so and recapture, because that's a +2 point advantage. But there's more infantry reinforcements. It's probably best to try to get into one of these flanks and just get the safe, easy points. Ness is going to be moving it back, rightfully so. He's got the ZCZ-88 and more infantry. So Nickdaman is also doing the same thing, bringing up his guys, and it's going to be a fight over this small. Is that really a? Yeah, it's more like a office area in a factory, like warehouses. Yeah, like warehouses. One of the J7s being brought up, getting intercepted by MiG-29. I believe it was the ATGM one. Yes, it was. Trying to go for 88. Oh, it is still alive. Yeah, he's still has a CV, actually getting a little bit into combat. Really, he needs to get into one of the flanks. It's just racing time being on Delta. And it's a very big assault here from Stealth17, which is also going to be rather troublesome to try and defend again. That is quite a bit of infantry being brought up. And yeah, if Stealth can hold on to Delta and just keep it neutralized, this is going to be a +3 point advantage. There we go, CV being brought up into Foxtrot. And that 59 may want to start getting out of there, considering the Red 4 forces are making their way through. And you don't want to lose that. I believe it's that's 130. That's actually pretty cheap for a tank CV, 135 points. It's not, you know, it's not amazing, but here we go. It's the end button. There we go. T62D is being brought up. I forgot I rebinded the information key. WZ actually not managing to kill the tank CV. Mi-25 getting the kill. We've got Lee Rand's back here, and I'm guessing he has good stealth. Or good for, yeah, you can at least see for a brief period what's being brought up. And in a rather sneaky position, so they shouldn't get found out compared if you were to put them here or here. But definitely the best move you could do with those Lee Rens. Keep in on scout patrol. Link Train 9 flying around, keeping the skies clear. So really liking using those interceptors and using them to great effect. Interceptors and 1v1s are definitely pretty bloody good, because it's rather hard to set up a proper AA net with limited points you get and no teammates to cover you. So having it is a bit more micro intensive, but having one of these guys just fly around to deter planes for a few minutes is always pretty damn good. And unlike ground AA, they can be pretty much anywhere. And the 59 still just... it really pained me to see how much he's kind of racing this CV. I did not mean to rhyme. And there we just got a big push here from Stealth17, putting the pressure onto Delta, the best thing he can do. And once again, you don't have to completely capture his point. Just as long as you hold this forest area, plop a CV now, +2 point advantage, easy peasy. And Nickdaman's doing the best thing he can, and that is to bring infantry to this meat grinder fight. as well as some tanks. J7 dropping in bombs, bomber version, getting some very good hits, stunning up the guys as they get brought up. And the stealth is at such a huge point advantage. I don't really think Nickdaman can really get back from that unless he does something drastic. Andrew just got a meat grinder into middle. Mortars doing their thing. Nothing really too fancy. Bombing runs well, and yeah, this is looking terrible for Nickdaman. Absolutely terrible. He's just completely outnumbered infantry-wise. And if he keeps bringing them up, run out of time, it's not gonna work. He needs to just get him in one big blob. Or just, you know, artillery out to hell now. What are you doing back here, Mi-25? Trying to go for the quick CV snipe, but he has a Type 80 spag and a bunch of other stuff. So that hind is gonna go down. Good efforts, but yeah. If you want to do a helicopter like flank like that, it's always a good idea to bring a recon helicopter. Because if it's an infantry CV, you pretty much have to fly directly over it if you want to spot them without them shooting you. And yeah, middle is neutralized. He's going to be gaining the +2 or +1 because Bravo is finally neutralized with a CV. And we've still got his tank CV over here doing nothing. He brought a second one just to hold Bravo, and he could have just moved out. Whatever. And yeah, plane just getting completely annihilated. You've got a tank push here, but a tank push, especially a Chinese tank push, considering armor isn't the best idea in a certain forest. And I think we all know who's going to win this one. Nickdaman is getting a +1 now, because he does have Delta under his control, but with only 3 minutes left, it ain't gonna be enough. As we speed us up to the last few seconds of this match, final assault into Bravo. He actually could have made a assault into Bravo, I think. It may have been Nickdaman's best choice in that match. Trying to assault and completely capture that area. I may have took a bit of press off of middle. But, yeah, pretty good stuff here. Stealth gain on a very huge point advantage, 1.5k kill advantage, which is definitely quite big. Considering it's the 1v1, usually the standard kill advantage is only 1,000. But Nickdaman has a pretty good early game going on. He could have been a bit more aggressive up top in Foxtrot, and maybe later stages he could have done a bit more Bravo, but he put all his bags into middle, and attacking middle from the right hand side usually goes pretty poorly. I want to say if you start on the left hand side of that map, you do have a bit of map advantage, because it is easier to attack Delta in his alpha. And yeah, Stealth17 just got all the infantry, all the tanks, plopped him into middle, and easily held it with overwhelming numbers, and also a very good job with air interception play. Definitely those Matrix 9s helped shot down all those nasty bomber planes that I think Nickdaman was throwing at him. And I'm going to shut up and leave it at that. This has been another Rangaroo cast. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as usual, please just take it easy.